Last episode we got our first kill at Arraxor. The road to Nox's weapon is long though, and we'll need hundreds more of those to build our first, so this episode is all about adding efficiency to the grind. I have 3 initial unlocks in my sights: Movran's Challenge Enhancer, Turmoil, and Ancient Invention. Movran's Challenge Enhancer basically acts as a sign of life that resets you to full HP if you die at Arraxor, and has no cooldown, so it stacks with the Sign of Life as well as other challenge enhancers you have. The catch? It costs a cool 10 million GP, and you can only buy 1 charge at a time from the Traveling Merchant once every few weeks. I might not show the clip every time I buy one, but if my cash stack drops by 10 million, just assume I'm buying one of these. Next up, Turmoil requires level 95 prayer to unlock, and I currently have just level 89. Ancient Invention requires level 85 Invention just to unlock it, and then an unknown amount of time to grind out the components I'll need to upgrade my perks. I'm focusing on the prayer grind first, as it's a lot shorter, and the method I'm using will still be training Invention anyway. Let me introduce you to the first goal of this video, level 91 fishing. Okay, I know, how does this help kill Arraxor? Don't worry, I'll explain. My best prayer training method is Vias. I first mentioned this all the way back in episode 3 when explaining how important unlocking the Sun Spear was. Via Lords and Via Ladies are the other game changer unlocked through River of Blood. And now, almost a year later, I'm finally ready to put this plan into action. Each Via is going to give me 280 prayer XP each, so I'm going to need to kill 14,000 of them to get to level 95 prayer. If I complete the Mauritania Elite tasks though, I get 420 prayer XP per Via, so I only need to kill just over 9,000. There's only one obstacle left between me and finishing the Elite achievements: catching a shark, barehanded, and bird a rod. This requires 96 fishing, an absolutely enormous grind for my current level of 87, given how slow fishing is to train. I'll get less than 100k XP per hour at swarm fishing, so this could easily take over 60 hours. With Admiral Pi though, I can boost for this just from level 91 fishing, bringing its grind to a more manageable 20 or so hours. It's still a big commitment, but I think it's worth it for the macro efficiency it brings to the account. Step 1 of my master plan is to make a crystal fishing rod, so I can boost my XP rates and train Invention at the same time. Okay, so never mind, I need 93 fishing for that. Step 1 of my master plan is to make a Rodomatic, so I can train Invention at the same time. Step 2 is to make an Urn Enhancer to squeeze every point of XP out of my urns. Regular urns give a 20% XP boost, with the Enhancer you get 25%, for a skill as slow as fishing it's a no-brainer. And step 3 is to AFK so hard at swarm fishing that I missed my first fishing level, 88 fishing. I've just said fishing a lot in the last few seconds. Kill number 3 on Arraxor, and a more respectable 6 minute and 30 second kill time for a lot of Sarah Flasks. Always a fan of that. I am still doing Arraxor kills every day whilst I'm getting the fishing levels. The Enraged mechanic incentivizes doing a few kills a day instead of grinding it out all in one go, and I'm currently only bossing when the minion path is closed, so it's important I don't skip out on the days that I can do. Oh fuck. What the hell, man? Oh well, I mean, at least there's Onyxes. Okay, if it wasn't obvious, I just lost my challenge enhancer on my last clip. It lasted 3 kills in total, so rip that 10 million GP. After the kill, I watched this clip back several times just to see what went wrong, and even though it was 100% my fault, it's a great example of why Arraxor is just such a nightmare for hardcore Ironmen. Look at this image. I have Araxi with just 10k HP left, I've got almost full health, everything's under control. Then, just 10 seconds later, I've died, been resurrected to full HP, and then got taken to below half health again. So what went wrong? First, I messed up my prayer flick, which I'm still learning. Instead of going from mage to range, I accidentally just turn off mage entirely. At the same time, the acid core lands on me because it's just finished its 5th bounce, which is the 1550 typeless damage you see here. So I take one step to the side to get the acid off me, but somehow I'm still taking crazy damage. In my head at the time, I know that I accidentally turned my prayer off 2 seconds ago, so I think that's why I'm taking more damage, but it's not that at all. It's actually because instead of the acid core bouncing another 5 times before hitting me again, it just bounces straight back onto me. This is unusual, but it can happen if you're unlucky. Normally I might notice this and step again, but I still think the damage is just regular damage because I'm not praying. At the same time, I can see how little health Arraxor has left, so I'm tunnel visioning on just getting one more threshold out to take it down. That's when it really clicks just how much damage I'm taking, but I still don't realise that it's because the acid core bounced back onto me earlier than normal, and instead of trying to move and get away from it, I try to tick eat a brew and a rocktail, but you can't out-eat the acid damage. This is when I drop to 0 and get rezzed, and I finally get the threshold off to kill Arraxor, but not before dropping to half health again. All of these mistakes are just down to inexperience at the boss. I should have realised the acid core was on me, and I shouldn't have tunnel visioned on the idea that if I just killed Arraxor fast enough, everything would be okay. It's a classic example where, individually, each mechanic is actually not that bad, but when they all stack up at the wrong moment, I get flustered and go into full-on panic mode, which could easily have cost me my entire account instead of just 10 million GP. But I'm not going to be discouraged by this. It's just a wake-up call. A wake-up call that I have to be better. Oh, it's a drop! An Armadillo helmet drop. That challenge enhancer won't buy itself back, so I'm still doing Slayer for GP. That's 92 range. We're halfway there. Dark Beast's great GP power, by the way, for Ironman. Oof. A little scary, but I did get a record though. 524 Stone Spirits and Sarah Brews. Brews are always nice because I go through so many right now. That was actually a much smoother phase 4. Not that bad at all. More Onyxes. That's 6 Onyxes from 8 KC. That's really good. That's level 92 thieving from a daily task, and once again, we're halfway there. Pickpocketing Ithil Workers. That's actually a relevant unlock. I might try Prith Thieving at some point. 89 fishing. We're getting pretty close. It's not obvious from the clips, but I'm actually doing a lot of fishing. It's just the XP is very slow here. This is going to get me to level 87 agility doing a Dungeoneering saga. Unconventional, but you know, it is what it is. And level 87 Dungeoneering. I just wanted to do a bit of a break and thought it seemed fun. I don't have a great excuse for why I'm doing this. Oh, look at that! Razorback Gauntlets! How rare are those? That's a 1 in 2k drop from iRoot for those. A main account wouldn't care that much, but for me, these are actually great. They're basically masterwork gloves, except they degrade to dust, and I can't repair them. It's actually a non-trivial upgrade on the Bandos gloves, and if I only use them at Arraxor, they'll last for hundreds of kills. That's a really unexpected upgrade. I was not expecting that at all from this, I just wanted GP. I'll probably show the comparison between the Bandos gloves and these on screen at some point during this last clip. Back at QBD for Slayer, and I don't think that's the crossfit piece I'm looking for. I think it's another duplicate, but we'll see. Wait. This might actually be the piece that I was looking for. Is that log complete? Is that log complete? And now I officially have 5 of every crossfit piece except the Royal Torsion Spring. Oh, it's the Torsion Spring! That's it! That's the last piece! Oh, it's what I've been looking for this whole time. I am done with QED. Unless I decide to go with the log, I never have to come back here if I don't want to. I was looking at my drop log, and assuming the wiki is correct on there being a 5 in 128 drop chance of each of the crossbow pieces, I've been fantastically unlucky. Literally 1 in 1,000 unlucky on just completing the crossbow. Additionally, I should have gotten 32 crossbow pieces instead of just the 16 I actually got, because you should be getting a crossbow piece every 6.5 kills on average. In fact, this makes me seem so unlucky, I'm wondering if the wiki is just wrong here. Now, Thurgo here will teach me how to forge this crossbow together. Very specific instructions there, Thurgo. Dragon from Legends required. What a coincidence. And we're done! I brandished it! The Royal Crossbow isn't the biggest upgrade in the world over the Sunspear, but it is a very slight upgrade, and it's nice to feel we're making progress here. I'm slowly moving out of the Sunspear era towards the next stage to Miss Account. Did you know that I had thousands of skill chompers in the bank? Because I didn't, but it's great. That's level 90 fishing, and the XP rates are actually noticeably higher with skill chompers, although I've almost run out. 101 Slayer, some major gains coming in here. What does that unlock? Hydrix Dragons. Okay. On the same task, 98 magic. Could that be my next 99? And that's 91 farming. I can make Fellstalk. It's one of the requirements for the Mauritania Elite Diaries, and now I don't even need to boost for it. Fellstalk is going to play a big role in the future of my PVM minutes account through prayer renewal potions. Hey, that is level 91 fishing, and we are finally ready to boost the Mauritania Elite tasks. I'll put the rewards on screen somewhere, maybe, and I'll need an admirable pile too for the boost. It is with great satisfaction that I disassemble this Rotomatic. I won't be fishing again for a while, and that's going to be level 73 invention. Nice. Very nice. You need some fire remains for the elite tasks, and if you were wondering, the best way to get these is just to do the hard treks until you get the Morton event. Time to burn them and use up the rest of the pile log so they're not taking up my bank space. I wonder if it's even worth using the keys. It's not part of the task. And I don't think there's anything good you get on RS3. Yep, I got nothing. Alright, and time for the last task, the one I fished 20 hours for. Which one's the spot? Come on. Bite that tasty arm. Boom! That is it. That's all the set diaries. I made way too many admirable pies for this. Before going to Vias and starting the prayer grind proper, I actually had several thousand bones ground at the Ectophontus. Some Dagannoth, Urg bones, dinosaur bones and stuff. I figured I'd just use them up now and see how much XP I get. That's level 90 prayer. XP rates are very high as you can see. Almost 1,000,000 XP per hour. And that's level 91 prayer. I'm onto the dragon bones now, so it's a lot slower. Once I run out of buckets of slime, I'm going to stop. I don't think it's actually worth doing this once you factor in making the slime, even if I have bone meal left over, compared to just going straight to Vias. Just finishing up my preparation for Vias, and I'm making prayer renewals using the Fellstalk I can now grow. You can see the bonus of the Mori legs already. If you wear them, and you're in Mauritania, you have a chance of making 4-dose potions. And converting them into Holy Overloads. These are basically going to completely replace the Searing Overloads going forward, because the effect of the prayer renewal, which gives about 50% more prayer points than a prayer potion, but over time, is almost always more useful than the Dragonfire resistance. Let's talk a little bit about why I'm unlocking Turmoil and the rest of the tier 95 curses. First, it gives me a flat 2% DPS increase over piety in literally all situations. Secondly, it slightly boosts my accuracy, taking into hit chances a little bit more. If I'm using the Berserker aura, I actually already have at least 101.5% hit chance against Arraxor, and I have a massive 125% hit chance against Araxi in phase 4. Because I'm already hitting with every attack, the extra accuracy from Turmoil doesn't actually help here, as I can't see myself fighting Rax off aura anytime soon. It does give me some extra defense though, which should decrease the damage I take by about 2.5%, just through attacks missing me more. It's marginal, but every single upgrade can be the difference between life and death, quite literally for a hardcore. But this is less about unlocking curses for just one boss, but at every boss I ever fight against and for all my combat styles. First level of the grind, and it's 97 strength. And that's 10 million in the cash stack, and I'll finally be able to buy back that challenge enhancer next time it's in stock. How rare is that? That's the first Dragonstone I've seen in about 6,000 kills. And that is 92 farming. If you're wondering where all the farming XP is coming from, it's mostly player-owned farms off-screen, but Vias actually give almost 100k XP per hour with Seedicide if you crush all the seeds. And that's 15 million in the cash stack. Vias are so insanely good, they just spit out GP. You smell that? Smells like burning. 92 fire making. That was a little weird. And 94 prayer, just one level to go. Oh, that's the prayer pet. I don't even have that on my main. That is one drop I was not expecting to get here. What does he say? Fuck me, Ghostly is sassy. Someone at Jagex really needed a catharsis when they made this little guy. He is so cute though. I think he'll be replacing my Venditti pet for a while. I love him. Oh ho ho. Always do your Reaper tasks, guys. That's an armor chestplate, and that's huge because it's my first and only augmentable piece of ranged armor. The range setup is getting strong. Now that I have 92 farming, I can finally put my dragons in the large pens at player-owned farms, and add another few 100,000 XP or so per week from these guys. We're getting to the end of our time here at Vyres, but they still have a lot more to give. Level 98 strength. $20 million GP. That's a lot more than I thought I was going to get here. And that's it. We're done. Level 95 prayer. That's all the tier 95 curses unlocked, and that is a huge achievement for this account. This changes a lot of things. One last disassembly on this poor Sun Spear, and that should be level 75 invention too. I just wanted to summarize what I got from Vyres. In addition to the 17 total levels and about 50 million GP in alcohols, I also picked up his loot tab right here. If you're wondering, it would be worth about 26 million GP on a main account, with the noticeable drops being the spider eggs at about 4.5 million and the Ranars at about 4 million GP. And all of this took less than 15 hours. That's almost 3 million an hour, and it would be higher if I didn't seed aside most of the seeds. Fires take a lot of work to fully unlock their potential, but once you do, they're absolutely incredible. I know it's fast to get a priff, but some things have to be done right, and this is probably the last time I'll ever be on the basic prayer book, unless there's some kind of achievement diary requirement that needs it. And there we go. Dark curses fill my mind. This is such a huge unlock for this account, both at Arraxor and elsewhere. This unironically changes everything. You already know where we'll be returning next episode for some revenge. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe. The videos do take a long time to put together, and every subscriber is hugely appreciated. See you next time.